Hey, what's going on, guys? John Shea here with the No Shame Income Vlog, and today I have a really interesting topic, something that I think is really important for many entrepreneurs, and something that I've really been dealing with for many years. It's been really a big struggle for me as a business owner, as someone that's been trying to learn, go out there, take action, and actually have success as an entrepreneur and be able to get to a point where I could finally become self-employed back in 2016. So today I want to talk about something called Essentialism. And this is basically the idea of pursuing less in business and being able to focus more on the things that will move you forward. So before we dive into today's video, be sure to throw me a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification. And if you have any questions or comments as you go through the video, feel free to leave me a comment, leave me a question, and I will get back to you. Let's dive into today's video. All right, so we're actually on my desktop over on Amazon.com, and I wanted to point out a specific book that I picked up a couple years back, and I think has been really helpful mindset-wise when it comes to a lot of the things that I do online. This is a book by the author Greg McKeown. He basically wrote this book called Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less. And I'm going to kind of give just a quick recap of what the whole idea around this book is in this video. And then I'm going to actually give you guys an example of how I applied this to something, that kind of recently occurred with me in my own business, in my own scenario, right? So the whole idea of this book, and it's really catered to just about anyone in business or in life, is that if you're constantly saying yes to new opportunities and constantly saying, yes, I can do that thing, or yeah, I'll do that thing, or you're trying to do it all as one person, it just puts you in a situation where you're basically stretching yourself very thin. You're not moving forward on the things that you need to be moving forward on, and ultimately, because you're spreading your time on so many different things, taking on new opportunities, you don't get things done that you otherwise would have been able to get done had you said no to all those other things that were being thrown at you, right? So in my case, as someone who has been doing this online thing for many years now, I've now started to get to a point where I get a lot of emails from people asking for things, whether or not it's, hey, can I guest post on your site? Or, hey, can you create, would you like to publish some of your online courses on our platform? Or, hey, I have this opportunity to have you on my podcast. Or would you like to have me on your podcast? All these different things, right? Just constantly a barrage of new opportunities that just come at you as an entrepreneur. As you start to put yourself out there, you have a blog, you have some kind of audience, YouTube, whatever it is. I even had a video on my channel that's gone really semi-viral, at least comparatively to my other videos, where I had several office chair manufacturers actually reach out to me because I had a video about office chairs, reach amass over like 200,000 views. So now I'm getting all these manufacturers coming to me being like, hey, can you review our office chair? We'll send you a free chair. And it's very difficult for me in a lot of cases to be able to say no to every single opportunity coming at me. So I wanted to give an example today of a scenario where I recently had someone approach me with a really good offer, in my opinion, or a fairly good offer for what it is, and how I kind of just had a strong will to say no. And they even persisted and have persisted through many emails and follow-ups, and I've kind of like try to put them off in a nice way, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to completely let go of the opportunity. And if ever there is a chance in the future where maybe I do want to take them up on it, I may actually move forward on it. So, in my case, and if you guys have watched some of my last videos, I noted that at the beginning of 2020, I really started thinking hard about my own business, and I've kind of been changing things around. So I'm going to focus more on helping businesses with email marketing. So with that being said, there's so many different things that I could be working on for that business, right? I could be improving the website. I could be prospecting for more business. I could be writing more emails for my own business. There's just so many different things that I could be doing for that one core business model. So if I get new things coming at me, like even someone saying, hey, could you review this product and put that on your YouTube channel, or could you do whatever it is, right? They're asking me to do something. That just takes time away from me focusing on that email marketing. And that's kind of the way I look at it, and that's why really the message of this book, Essentialism, is what it's all about. So what I wanted to do is give you guys kind of an example of someone that recently reached out to me. We'll kind of go through and I'll show you what they had done. This was a company called Outgrow, and I'm actually going to see, I think I have their website pulled up. So I'll show you their website first, and then we'll go to the email. So this is a company that sells basically software that has like calculators, quizzes, assessments. You can do polls, chatbots, giveaways, and various forms and surveys. So quite powerful in terms of like all the different things that they do. It's not cheap. If you go to the pricing page, it starts at $14 a month and then raises up to as much as $100 a month if you're trying to get all their features and functionality. So, I'm giving them a little bit of a boost in this video. I think that's probably the least I can do, but I wanted to use this as more of a lesson for you guys. And in my case, right, I could probably use some of the functionalities and features, especially in the Essentials plan. And what I decided to do is actually turn them down on an offer they gave me that was pretty good. So I wanted to show you kind of what happened with the email trail and where I sort of left this. So they said, hey, I saw you have a course on HubSpot, and I thought it might be interesting to explore similar things. And basically they asked me if I wanted to be an affiliate. So I get a lot of emails like this all the time, people with software, programs, whatever it is, they're constantly coming to me saying, hey, maybe you can be an affiliate because you have courses, or maybe you can be an affiliate because you have YouTube. So I let them know, hey, well, I have a bunch of details on my courses, check this out. And they were ultimately looking to actually have me create something. So they sent me this offer where they're like, hey, we're going to give you a 3-month trial of our business plan. We're going to give you a year free of our Essentials plan, which apparently costs $1,100. We're going to give you 20% of all the affiliate fees, and you're going to get 20% recurring on anybody that you refer to our software. We're going to give all of your members a 20% discount, and here's a special coupon. We'll help spread the word. We'll put it on social media. We'll send it out to our 35,000 person email list. You can charge whatever you want for the course and use that as a way to promote affiliates. So they basically wanted me to go do all this, and they're giving me all these benefits in exchange, right? I get a discount for my subscribers. I get recurring commissions. I get a bunch of access to their software 100% for free. I don't have to pay anything. Basically $1,000 plus worth of content. And they even give me a 3-month trial of their business plan, which was, in this case, right, a $600 a month plan. So that's basically every single feature fully unlocked. And I got 3 months free access, right? This would have cost me to do that. Would have been almost $2,000 to do that if I paid for it myself. So pretty powerful stuff, right? Like, this isn't a cheap deal. So I continued going back and forth with them, and I was like, well, you know what? Unfortunately, right now I've got a lot of affiliate promotions. I'd probably want some kind of upfront payment. Like, I was kind of throwing it out there, maybe just seeing what they would say. Maybe if they offered me actual money right up front, I might be willing to do it. So they thought about this some more, and they actually offered to give me $200 up front, plus the 20% initially on affiliate commissions, plus recurring, plus over $3,000 worth of product. And they're like, would you be open to that, right? So that's not a terrible idea, but obviously I now have to go in, I have to learn every aspect of their software. I then have to record videos explaining it to someone else when I don't know anything about it myself. So I realized, like, the amount of time that's going to dedicate to this, that alone is probably worth a little bit more than $200, but at the same time, right, these products are things that I could use in my business, right? I needed surveys, I need the ability to send polls, like some of that stuff I actually use, having forms. In fact, I would pay right now for another software like $15 a month just to have the ability to do surveys, whereas they do that plus all these other things. So this is very difficult for me to actually say no to. And ultimately, I continued going back and forth with them, and they even followed up with me very recently. And I told them last, I was like, I think it was the last one I sent to them. I said, for now, I'm going to have to pass. I'm trying to put all my effort into an email marketing platform I'm working on. And then they follow up again in July, and basically I continued saying the same thing. And they even continued saying, hey, let's follow up again in the summer. And as much as I'm being like very nice about saying no and basically saying I don't want to do this, they still are very persistent, which obviously is good in their case because that persistence is generally what leads to more business with a lot of people. But the reason I wanted to share this with you guys is that I used to take opportunities like this all the time. Like, if they had sent this to me 3 years ago, I would have been like all over it. I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'm going to go do this, and I'm going to help you record videos and all this stuff, right? And in the reality of it is that the more of this type of stuff that I take on, the less that I'm going to be able to spend on my actual business and following what Greg talks about in Essentialism. So anyway, the reason I wanted to make this video is because I think for a lot of us as entrepreneurs, when we get started in this space, it's very difficult to stay focused on one thing. And that's a really big challenge, I think, for a lot of people. It's easy to get overwhelmed and want to try to do everything, right? You want to have a blog, you want to have a podcast, you want to be creating a course, you want to build your email list, right? There's all these different things you can spend your time on. And it really, for me, is a big thing that I've been really just trying to stay strong in my head is getting rid of all the like little tiny things that are disrupting me in my day, putting the things behind me that are like small nuisance things that I just need to get out of the way. And for the first time in a while, I actually have a very clear idea of my to-do list. I know the things that I can be working on, and everything that I'm spending my time on is specifically to growing my email marketing business, and in this case, right, growing my YouTube, right? So those are really like the only two things that I spend my time on, and anything beyond that is basically just distractions, and it's not going to get me to my goal, right? If I go and create a course for them, I get their software, that's not necessarily going to help me grow my email marketing business. It's basically stalling me from putting more energy into doing promotions and sending out proposals, reviewing other people's content, doing other things that I could be doing with email marketing, and taking away from that. So anyway, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you guys enjoyed this, feel free to check out my upcoming videos. I'm currently trying to post at least once a week on Wednesdays, and that's sort of my current goal right now. I'm not trying to do too much, but at the same time, I'm trying to stay consistent by doing at least 4 to 6 videos a month. I figure that's a good pace that I can keep things moving. And again, thank you for all of you who subscribed over the last couple of years. I'm now approaching upwards of 4,000 subscribers, which is really cool. So if you have any questions for me, if you decide to pick up Essentialism, I'll leave a link below in the description. You can pick that up. And again, any questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to help.